While the bucket list itself won't magically extend somebody's life, here are 5 ways a bucket list can contribute to a longer life that's more healthy and stimulating.
Welcome back. So I was just saying that putting a bucket list together helps increase your mental health and longevity of life, and it's by doing things that happens. Can you explain part of that?
By setting goals and pursuing different experiences, um, aka bucket list, can boost your morale, your motivation, reduce your stress on daily living, and maybe add a little bit more to your longevity of your life, having the goals every day of something else to look forward to as you're just waking up, getting going, have something new and different to do each day.
Yeah. So like learning new experiences, maybe learning how to speak Spanish or learning how to play the piano or things like that.
Or fly a drone.
Yeah. So for you today, we went out and we got a drone, and I've never. Well, basically, I've seen them flying around in the sky on TV, but I've never seen one in person. And
I can't fly at all.
yeah, so for your bucket list thing today was learning to fly a drone. That it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a motivation. It's a daily experience of doing something. And then when we talk about putting together a bucket list, we wanted to have things like uh, weekly, daily, monthly, and long-term goals. So summer, winter, fall, spring, they can all have a set of things that you want to achieve in each of those seasons, and then long-term goals like you want to accomplish something in the next 2 years. But tiny little things that are absolutely achievable on daily or weekly bucket list items are easily done, and that's what the drone was about today. Okay, so one of the questions I've been asked was, what do I put on a bucket list, or what needs to be on a bucket list? And honestly, that answer can be anything you want. In this case, we're a couple. We do everything together. So our bucket list needed to include things that I wanted to do and achieve, and that he or you wanted to do and achieve. So for me, one of the long-term goals was uh, purchasing an RV and maybe downsizing our home and selling our possessions and going tiny. A lot of people do that tiny home life, road life.
More minimalistic.
Yeah, and that's where the DM's Road to Recovery kind of started, was that idea of getting that camper and then touring, going places, seeing things that we had never been able to see before. Um, we're married 23 years this year, and in 2 years, it's our silver anniversary. And I know that you've always wanted to go see Niagara Falls. And I thought, wow, that would be really cool to have that RV and be on the road, travel, and end up at Niagara Falls for our 25th wedding anniversary and being able to see that, and then maybe renew our vows and fun stuff like that. But
While we're there,
yeah, I mean, yeah, while we're there, we might as well. But the idea of a bucket list are things that both people can thrive from. Can I mean, because it is about your mental health and creating things in your life that give you meaning and give you purpose and give you drive and motivation to get up and do what it is you plan to do. So, would you care to share anything on your bucket list, or just kind of like a variety of things that people would put on it?
well, my variety of things to put on it. I've always had a thing for the cold weather. I'm from a lot further north. One of my bucket list things that I've always wanted to do, never gotten a chance to. I've been as far north as North Dakota, Minnesota, stuff like that here in the States. But I wanted to eventually go further. One of my long term goals was eventually getting up to actually see Alaska.
Ooh, But that can be done in an RV, see? So that kind of ties in together. And then when you're talking about like your uh, bucket list having a theme, that kind of is what it's about, how that theme works, being able to tie all of the pieces of the things that you want to do together so that it kind of all makes sense and why you're doing each little step. Like, why are you selling all your furniture? Why are you selling your house? And well, it's because those pieces have to be done in order to achieve these pieces, but they all flow in together.
And in our lists have to kind of sort of coincide because, like we said, we are a couple. But there are going to be some things that necessarily he's going to be not wanting to do. Like one of the things I really have wanted to do since I've always basically had a fear of heights and basically anywhere real big. I've always wanted to try base jumping or bungee jumping. He's not going to do it, but
I'll film it for
he
you.
would probably rather do something like jump in a race car and go around a couple tracks.
Absolutely. But you can run the camera then, and
Yeah.
I'll run the camera when you do the base jumping thing.
Or I get another car hitting a wall.
What should I put on my bucket list? Well, at least 75% of people have travel or personal goals that they put on their bucket list. But here are 5 basic tools to create your own bucket list, and we'll go over those now. First, prioritize your life and what you want to do and set goals for those items or itemize those tasks into a timeline that becomes present, future, and long term. And you want to set goals that are achievable, easily achievable, moderately achievable, and then ones that you really strive for or put at the top of your list. And make sure those all have a goal that you're searching for with subdivisions for each one. So I'm going to have to accomplish this and then this to achieve that. Identify a common theme. So my theme is travel abroad. So I want to set some goals on, I've got to get my passport. I have to set an itinerary, where I want to go, things that I want to do. So that's all part of your theme or what you want to do in your bucket list. Those can also be seasonal. So summer, winter, fall, spring, those can all be bucket lists of their own, but they all fall into the theme of your entire bucket list. And be sure to set a timeline for each of those items on your bucket list. So I want to get an RV and go travel to the West Coast, and I want to see the Grand Canyon. In order to do that, I'm going to have to take the next 2 years to buy the camper and get the equipment that I need and book out anything that I need to stop and see on my way and make it an entire trip. So it's not just a whimsical idea, it's a well thought out plan. Each item has little pieces to it that fills your bucket list with many, many things to do that are easily attainable, easily checked off, some daily, some weekly, some monthly, and in this case, within the next 2 years. And lastly, you want to share that bucket list with your family and your friends and people that you know that want to help experience that bucket list. Say you're taking that trip to the Grand Canyon. Hey, your cousin Gail lives out in California. You're going to make that part of your bucket list trip. So by sharing this with Gail, Gail is now engaged. Gail becomes involved. You guys spend more time on the phone connecting and prioritizing things that you want to do on that list, and that becomes involving engagement for you and helps with that mental health and social activities. So.
As Dave flies his drone, here are 5 ways a bucket list leads to a longer, healthier life.
Number 5, prioritizing health reduces stress.
By reflecting on what is important in life, individuals may be more likely to make healthy choices and prioritize well-being. Planning and pursuing bucket list items can shift focus away from daily stressors and promote a sense of anticipation and excitement.
Number 4, advanced physical health.
Some bucket list items may involve physical activities such as hiking or cycling, which can contribute to improved cardiovascular health and your overall wellness.
Number 3, improved mental health.
Pursuing goals and accomplishments on a bucket list can lead to increased self-esteem, reduced feelings of isolation or depression, and lead to a greater sense of purpose.
Number 2, increased social interactions and activity.
Bucket list experiences often involve travel, new activities, and meeting new people, which foster social connections and reduce feelings of loneliness.
And number 1, motivation and encouragement.
Bucket lists can provide a sense of purpose and drive, making you more motivated to pursue your life passions and live a more intentional life through personal growth and achievements. Keep your bucket list long and full, constantly adding more and more things that bring you the most joy, keeping your passion for life vibrant, and living your best life every day.